New tonight, the Texas Department of Public Safety has reinstated the only officer who faced discipline after the 2022 mass shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde.
Ranger Ryan Kindle was suspended in January of 2023, accused of not doing his duty. But today that all changed. Our Monica Madden has been following this case for the past 2 years. So Monica, just for background, tell us about Ranger Kindle and tell us about the discipline that he was facing.
So Ranger Kindle was the sole Texas Ranger for Uvalde County. A lot of them have assignments. He has more than 20 years of experience at DPS. I do want to remind you all that, at the heart of this story, what happened that day was a gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers back in May of 2022. An investigation found that law enforcement waited for 77 minutes until they took down the gunman who was inside the classroom with victims and survivors. Now, Ranger Kindle was not the first person on scene, but he is a Texas Ranger, which Director Stephen McCraw, who leads the Department of Public Safety, has told me on multiple occasions that the Texas Rangers are expected to be held to a higher standard. It's the highest level of law enforcement in the state of Texas. Now, McCraw says that Kindle failed to take appropriate action and deserved to lose this job, and that was from a letter that McCraw had sent Kindle back in January informing him of his suspension. Of course, now all of this has changed.
Yeah, okay. So, Mon, you have done extensive reporting on this along with investigator Dalton Huey. Why did the grand jury decide to clear him?
Well, as we know, the Uvalde grand jury has been investigating the actions of all of the police officers who responded that day, 376 from federal, state, local, different agencies, and they found that there was no wrongdoing on behalf of Ranger Kindle based on all of the evidence that they reviewed. Now, this is consistent with the reporting that my colleague Dalton Huey and I did. We obtained dozens and dozens of pages of internal documents from the Department of Public Safety in which top leaders in the Texas Rangers recommended that Kindle did not get any disciplinary actions based on what they reviewed from what he did that day. Of course, there was disagreement. We saw that DPS Director McCraw thought that Kindle should be the one who should be held accountable back a couple of years ago. But again, this has all changed now because of the grand jury's findings.
And again, 300 plus other officers from other agencies there on the scene that day. What's the status with any of them?
So 2 other DPS officers they took their retirement early. So, some people don't consider that to be true accountability. But right now we still have the pending criminal charges against 2 of the police school officers from the Uvalde School District. Both of them are pending criminal charges for child abandonment. That is as a result of that grand jury investigation. One of them notably is Pete Arredondo, who was the incident commander on scene according to the school's handbook, and the former chief of police for the Uvalde School District. We are still waiting for updates in their case as that process is just getting started as well.
Okay, and then you also heard from Don McLaughlin.
Yes, Don McLaughlin is the former mayor of Uvalde, and he has been pushing for accountability and transparency since day one. The city sued the state on behalf of getting records, and he has been saying that they need to see a full picture of what happened that day, what each agency did, who the communication was between, body cam footage, so we can have a whole understanding of how all of the miscommunication happened that day. McLaughlin also has said from the get-go that he thinks more leaders should be held accountable. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I mean, I don't think you can single out 2 of the lowest hanging fruit at that scene, the school police chief and the school officer. I mean, there were senior officers there from numerous agencies, and nobody seems to ever want to talk about them.
All right, we have more of your report online at kxan.com. Monica Madden, thanks so much.
Thank you.